This is my favorite recipe for making mashed potatoes, and you don't need any special equipment for it. I'm starting with about 2.5 pounds of potatoes, and I'm using a Dutch oven today because this is the biggest pot that my pot roast isn't currently in. Use just whatever pot you have that can fit your potatoes. I'm gonna start by peeling and cutting them. I'm not gonna bring you along on this whole thing, so we'll be back when it's the next step. Now that my potatoes are all peeled, I'm gonna chop them up into smaller pieces so they'll cook faster. Here's sort of what I look for on size. You don't have to be too exact though. Now cover with water. And we're gonna add in a buttload of salt. I just honestly eyeball this like every time. Don't worry, not all the salt is gonna be in your mashed potatoes. Most of it will get dumped out with the water. Just giving that a little stir, and now these are gonna go on the stove top and they're gonna simmer and boil. And we're just waiting for them to be fork tender, but I'll bring them here and show you what that looks like. They've been going for quite a bit, and I thought I'd show you what it looks like when they're fork tender. So I have one chunk in here, and it just means like your fork goes in with no effort at all. Mine even split in half. I don't have a ricer or like an actual potato masher or anything, and I don't like to take my KitchenAid mixer out for this or a blender or anything like that. I just do it by hand, and it's pretty easy. I am using the second bowl. If you don't want to dirty up another bowl, you can just strain your potatoes. I like to do them in small sections since I'm not using like any machine to do this. And so I like to take just a few chunks and take my fork and mash them. I'm also not very picky about how finely I mash my potatoes. I'm okay with some chunks there. I'm gonna do about half the batch, and then I'm gonna add butter and then do the other half of the batch. I probably ended up mashing over half of them. And now I'm just gonna take a good scoop of this Country Crock margarine, 1/4 of a cup. I like to do this because then the butter can kind of melt into the potatoes. And now I'm just gonna mash the rest. Potatoes. I'm switching to a spatula to mix in this butter. And now this is the secret ingredient, this Coco June pure coconut Greek yogurt. This really elevates these potatoes. I'm gonna add in about half a cup, and I'm adding in more salt. Mix that all together. The yogurt's also gonna help make it super fluffy. I'm just gonna do like a teaspoon of garlic powder. Look at how fluffy these are. So perfect, and you didn't need any special equipment. You really can't get better than that. Save this video, follow me for more recipes, and that's all. Bye guys.